The Phosphorus Cycle, done by Kyle Shafar Reese Vanessa. What is phosphorus? Phosphorus is a chemical element found on Earth in different compounds such as sediments, water, and soil. Phosphorus cycle is the movement of phosphorus from the environment to the organisms and back to the environment. It is used by cells to produce ATP, form backbone of DNA, and make up cell memory. It is the slowest cycle. Why is phosphorus important? Phosphorus is important in plants. It acts as a natural fertilizer. In animals, it is needed for cell development and energy storage. What is the phosphorus cycle? The phosphorus cycle is the movement of phosphorus between the environment and an organism or organisms. Example of phosphorus cycle. Example of phosphorus cycle is used to make fertilizers which cycle between soil, plants, and animals. Phosphorus takes the form of DNA or ATP, which is cycled between humans or animals and plants. It is contained in the urine of animals and humans, which cycles between the soil, plants, and back to humans. The phosphorus cycle. Over time, rain and weathering cause erosion of rocks which release phosphate ions. The inorganic phosphate enters soil and water via runoff and infiltration. In the soil, the organic form can be made available to plants by bacteria that break down organic matter into inorganic forms of phosphorus, which is called mineralization. Plants take up inorganic phosphate from soil. The plants are then consumed or eaten by animals. The animal's waste and body, when it dies, becomes detritus. When the detritus goes deep into the soil, detritivores in the soil decompose and become the soil's phosphate. That cycle repeats. The phosphates from fertilizers that enter waterways in the high concentration causes algal blooms, which when die and decays leads to eutrophication of fresh water. The phosphorus in the soil, which is inorganic, can enter into waterways and seas, in the form of phosphate solution. The phosphorus cycles within the marine plants and animals, which can then be incorporated into sediments over time and form rocks again. When the uplifting of rock occurs, it takes the phosphate with it, which starts the cycle again.